What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Leeds United Career Mode. We're into episode number 97 now. And I just want to say before we start this episode off, I'm not too sure, guys, if there will be a double upload tonight. Basically, I've got a lot of stuff to do before I upload that video. So if there's no double upload to upload tonight, I do apologise for that one. But one of you guys asked me in a previous episode to actually show you why Newcastle may be at the top. And I did go into their team. You can see me there. I came back out of it again. Basically, I was unsure as to who it actually was in their team actually making and being in a position they are. I mean, they've got a few good players and stuff. You can see the team as it is coming up and down on your screen. I think they've got Chancellor Mbemba, who's a decent centre-back, 83 rated. So, you know, pretty decent there. I think they've got a decent striker, 85, I think, as well. So, and there he is, Andre Silva. So, they've got, you know, the players to sort of have the base of a team in which are very good. Question is, they must have somebody that I do not know about in the depths of, like, you know, the right backs and the left backs and stuff that I actually show you overall that they are hiding, because there is no way that they will be top four if they have a team like that and only have the occasional good player mixed in there. Unless, as he said in the comment, was that he said they may have a really good youngster, which I'm guessing they must do, because otherwise I have no idea how on earth they are in that position that they are actually in. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. But you can see we're taking on Manchester United for the first game of today's episode. We actually have got an interesting draw in the Champions League next phase. If you haven't watched the last episode of the Leeds United Career Mode, go back and watch it. We played Dortmund in the Champions League, and it was a very, very interesting episode indeed. We managed to get through to the next round of the Champions League, and we will be taking on a team which you will see in an upcoming episode. I don't want to spoil it too much by releasing it right now. But guys, as well, I just want to say a massive thank you to every single person out there who is subscribing to the channel. We've hit over 900 subs, and that's mental. It feels like yesterday I was thanking you for 500. So to hit 900, decent. I can't wait to hit 1,000. And let me know as well what you think I should do for 1,000, because I didn't really have anything special planned because I wasn't expecting to hit it this quickly. But I may have to think of something between now and maybe hitting the 1,000 that we probably are going to hit within the next 2 weeks or so. Maybe even a month, but I wasn't expecting to hit it within January or February either. So, you know, let me know what you think I should do in the comments below for a special sort of video for you guys in terms of giving you something for the thousands. But, you know, it's going to be an interesting one, this one against Manchester United. We've got not too much longer to go now in the Leeds Career Mode. I did say to you guys that I did maybe want to revisit it come the end of FIFA. Excuse me. And that still stands. Like, I still want to come back to this. I'm still feeling as though I have a little bit of unfinished business here at Leeds. If I don't manage to go unbeaten, that is. If I manage to go unbeaten, I think we've pretty much done everything that I wanted to at the start of the Career Mode. So I can't really complain too much in honesty at that, and if we manage to go unbeaten, I don't particularly think there's too much left for me to try and achieve here at Leeds. So I am planning, though, guys, to revisit it once more before the end of this FIFA, and hopefully we'll come back to it. It may be out of everybody's memory, but, you know, it is what it is, and we'll just come back to it and enjoy it really for the last sort of season before we move into another career mode. Maybe I'll finish with Leeds and start with Leeds in the next game. I'm not really sure what I'm doing in terms of that one, because FIFA 18 is a long way, and I don't want to be planning stuff yet. I want to be concentrating on FIFA 17 and doing everything now. So we took the lead in this one against Manchester United. Januzaj scoring against his former club, a very nice volley to give us the lead in the game. United hit back though, and this was a very entertaining game, end-to-end stuff. I have no idea what on earth this first goal was. I mean, yeah, like, Lou has made no mistake throughout the entirety of the series, not put a foot wrong at all. I've praised him numerous times before. I've said how good he is. I've said he's been an absolute rock for us. And then he does something utterly stupid. Now, no idea what on earth he's thinking there when he brings that back into his chest. He should have held his arms out and stopped the ball from going over the line. I have no idea. No words. I'm not even going to try and defend what he attempted to do there, because I have no idea what he was attempting to do. So, very frustrating to excuse me, to concede an equaliser like that. If we'd have conceded it in open play, a very nice finish from Man United, I would have been a bit less, I guess, disheartened. But it is what it is. We managed to go 2-1 up there. I think El Ghazi gets himself a goal as well, slotting one into the bottom corner with a very nice finish there, in all honesty, and it gave us back the lead in the game. I felt comfortable throughout this one. Although the game was extremely close come the end of it, I still felt comfortable. I felt as though I deserved to win it, and you can see me going 2-1 up here. I was pretty happy because Ross Barkley set through El Ghazi, and I was sort of thinking in my mind, maybe he's going to miss that. Like, I couldn't understand why he took it with his left and not his right. He still worked out in the end, so I'll take it every day of the week. Nice finish from El Ghazi, the number 10. He's been at number 10 for a few seasons now, and he just is so damn good, and I just can't believe that we got an absolute bargain of a player there. Mourinho unhappy that his side are back to down to 2-1, but, you know, it is what it is. I mean, we shouldn't have been 1-1 in the game. It's just stupid, but there was chance for us to hit third in this one. We went up the other end in the second half, whipping across. El Ghazi's there again to get himself a second goal in the game. Fantastic move. I was absolutely over the moon with this one because El Ghazi, although his heading's not too bad, he doesn't really score too many headers in the series. He scored them down the line and stuff. If you remember back to the Champions League final, he did score one in that to win as the Champions League final. But he never really scores headers in terms of open play normally. It's usually from corners or something like that. So to get one there, pretty happy with that. I mean, De Gea is not an easy keeper to beat by any stretch of the imagination. So to beat him 3 times through 3 very, good goals, I want to say, especially the first one from Januzaj, what a finish that one was. To beat him 3 times in a game that United at home, it's not an easy feat to do. So to come here and outplay him like we did, I was pretty happy. They did have chance, though, to give me a late scare in this one. They did get one back in the 62nd minute, pretty much straight from kickoff from that one. Damian goes down the right-hand side here, manages to absolutely murder me on the right-hand side, gets in a cross, and Paulo Dybala, one of the people that you guys suggested me to try and pick up, says, you know what? This is why you should have picked me up. He may only be 5'10", but I can tell you that for sure. That was a fantastic header to get United back into the game. But it was not enough. United couldn't quite get the equalising goal, and the game would, in fact, end 3-2. You'll see it coming up in just a second. The referee does, in fact, blow the whistle. I was buzzing. To beat United at Old Trafford 3-2 in a very entertaining game. Yes, their first goal was a bit of a lucky one. At the same time, we have to count our blessings that De Gea probably wasn't on form today. The first of which comes from Barkley Cross. I think he got 2 assists on the day, so that's very nice to see as well. You can see by the match facts, in my opinion, we came out deserved winners, and I'm buzzing to have beaten United 3-2 and pick up 3 points. And the most important thing, we're still unbeaten in the league, so that is absolutely mental to see as well. You can see the rest of the results on your screen. Bournemouth beating Spurs by 2-0. Everton beating Southampton. Chelsea beating Newcastle as well. Newcastle, of course, still top 4 in the season at the moment. They are into 4th, and Chelsea are sat 3rd. We then took on Arsenal, guys, for this next game, and this is quite possibly why we will have to revisit this series one more time before the end of FIFA. I was so mad when this happened. Like, not mad to the point of me wanting to just hit something, but just mad because I shouldn't have lost. I should not have lost this game. You'll see it coming up in a second. We do, unfortunately. I have spoilt it, but I sort of wanted to talk more about what this means rather than more about the gameplay. We end up losing by 1-0 to a Danny Welbeck header, and the worst bit is I should have taken the lead, and I could have taken the lead. If it was not for Donnarumma, of course, formerly of Leeds, we would have come away with at least a draw from this game, and I am gutted. The fact that we've lost our unbeaten spree, I mean, being an Arsenal fan, I'm pretty happy it's come in the hands of Arsenal, but being an Arsenal fan and losing it there, you can see with 10 games remaining, we had to hold on for 10 games, and we would have been unbeaten in the entire season. I can't believe we've come to this point and lost by 1-0, and I suppose mentality-wise, it shows who's good and who's weak in terms of that one as well, because if you can go another 10 games unbeaten, you are basically invincible, and it's just fitting, really, that the team that did it back in 2003-04, Arsenal, are the ones to stop it. But we will have one more season. I really want to bring this back for one more season come the end of FIFA 17, just to go unbeaten an entire league campaign. You can see, this is what I mean. 38 minutes in, lovely play from Anthony Martial, gets in a cross, gets it to El Ghazi, looking for a header again in the game. Not to be, because Donnarumma made a fantastic save onto the bar. And then, pretty much exactly the same situation that we found ourselves in the first half. Arsenal get it down the right-hand side. John Terrell on this ball now. He's not really the greatest player, but he made me look an absolute mug here. Whips in across, gets it into Oxlade-Chamberlain, who dinks it towards the back post, and says, there you go, Danny Welbeck, get your head on that. And he does so, and I was gutted. Like, I can tell you right now, gutted. I am so mad, so frustrated, and just gutted that we have lost our unbeaten spree. I don't know what else to do in terms of the league positioning now, because, I mean, yes, it will be nice to only go 1 game unbeaten, but if we end up finishing with just 1 defeat in the entire season and it came at a 1-0 hands to Arsenal here, that is going to kill me. That is absolutely going to make me feel even worse. You can see by the match facts, very boring game. If we'd have put away our chance, it's a very different game, but unfortunately it was not to be. Donnarumma had the last laugh. Yes, we sold him. It was for a very good fee, may I add, because of course I wouldn't have sold him had it not been for crazy amounts of money. So he did go to Arsenal, and he had the last laugh against us. I'm gutted though, but, I can't really say too much. We are absolutely demolishing the Premier League as per usual. We're demolishing everything apart from the Champions League, of course. We've still got to see if we can retain that. That's the only objective now for the rest of this series until episode 100 and until we end off the series. And maybe not end it, fully, but end it for the now, basically, just till we wait to see what happens. But the only objective now is to try and retain that Champions League. And if we can't do that, that'll be a double blow. If we can't get the Champions League and we can't go unbeaten, that will be such a double blow, and I couldn't quite, I wouldn't be able to sort of leave it on that if that's what happens. But you can see we're taking on Stoke in a Premier League game here. We managed to pick up a 1-1 draw, I think, or maybe we'll steal this 2-1. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I know for sure we don't lose this one either. You can see we did, in fact, pick up the 1-1 draw. So, again, undefeated there. The only team we've lost to, Arsenal, of course it is. Yeah, it's just annoying as hell. But you can see Joel Green He's got all 99s in pretty much most of his stats. It's mental. He's absolutely mental. I wonder as well if he can get into a 99 rated player. That would be unbelievable to see. But then I took on Bournemouth here at home as well. I said to you guys, sometimes the away games can be a bit iffy if you sim them, and some of the better home games are sort of, I guess, that way out as well. But most of the time you win the home games, in my opinion. But you can see I took a very quick 2-goal lead there in the first half with scoring twice in 36 minutes. They didn't help as well that Wilson actually ended up picking up an injury. It's not the same Wilson that you're thinking it was a centre-back. So, I mean, he's playing with an injury, so the chances are I'm going to go absolute goal route in. And Eriksson scores a penalty to make it 3-0. And we pick up another 3 points. And again, are still unbeaten in terms of, other than the episode today. Which, again, I don't want to read too much into it because I am gutted, but it is what it is. And unfortunately, I just can't end it there. I just simply can't end it there. So, I'm hoping we will be revisiting it. You can see the last team we've got, or the next team in the Champions League, guys, is at Barcelona in the quarterfinal. That'll be coming up pretty soon. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, smash the like button. And as always, I will catch you all for another video very soon. I've been Danny, and I'm out. Adios.